The origami killer has taken a 9th victim. The body of Sean Mars was discovered this morning on wasteland north of the city. The officer in charge of the investigation, Captain Leighton Perry, has resigned this morning. Police are still at a loss as to the identity of the so-called origami killer, who currently remains at large.
Journalist Madison Page was laid to rest in Charity Cross Cemetery today. Her heroic death while investigating the disappearance of Sean Mars has made a lasting impression on the whole country. Colleagues from the press are united in paying tribute to this courageous journalist who sacrificed her life in the search for truth. I'm Brittany Sanders for ICN.
Okay, Brittany, it's a wrap.
Great. Let's get out of here. All this hokey claptraps made me hungry.
What are you gonna do now? I don't know. Resign? Try to forget? I don't know. Is Tripto part of your plan to forget? It's the most effective way I found. Except it's not a solution. For the moment, I'm not looking for solutions. I just want to forget. I'm afraid things may have affected you more than you think, Mom. Why do you say that? I'm okay. I'm getting through this. Let's just take it easy. See what happens when it's all over. It may never be over, Norman.
I want to see them again. I'm a father too.
Go ahead, take a seat. Can you give me your name and your age, please?
My name is Mary Smith. I'm 24.
Have you ever taken any acting lessons, Mary?
Not really. I couldn't afford it, but I watch a lot of films, and I learned so much by watching them.
Have you shot anything recently?
I've had a few bit parts, little things here and there, nothing very serious for the moment. I'm always too tall, too short, wrong hair. There's always something wrong with me.
Okay, have you learned your lines?
Yes.
Let's get started. Mark it, please.
Casting Heavy Rain, actress Mary Smith, take one.
And action.
The first time I saw you, I knew you were the one. I thought these things only happened in the movies, you know? The pounding heart, the sweaty hands, and the shaky legs. I was coming out of the theater, and it started pouring heavy rain, so there I was, soaking wet, teeth chattering, freezing cold, and then you came up to me. You looked at me straight in the eyes, and you said, "Need an umbrella, miss?" You sent me flowers for weeks, and you said you'd love me forever. 3 months later, we were getting married. God, it sounds so stupid. It's such a corny romance. But real life, it never ends up being what you think it's going to be. You think it's going to be one big happy fairy tale. And then one day you wake up in an average little house, leading an average little life, and your real dreams are about paying the bills and maybe someday getting a bigger TV. And you realize that maybe that wasn't the life you were dreaming of. You realize maybe things could have been different. And maybe I actually could have lived with all of that, but then one day it all just stops. It starts with something small. A little lipstick on a collar, a few nights where you come home a bit late. At first I tell myself that I'm crazy, that you would never do such a thing. But just to ease my mind, one night I follow you as you leave the office. I follow you to the CD hotel where you meet the girl. And then my whole world falls apart. I come home and I cry for hours in my kitchen. I get the gun from the drawer in the bedroom, and I tell myself that if this is all that life has to offer me, then I can do without. But then I change my mind. After all, I'm not the one who's cheating. So, quietly, I wait for you to come home, sitting in my average little kitchen. Obviously, when you get home, you don't suspect a thing, so I press the fucking gun against your forehead and I take a few seconds to watch the fear grow in your eyes. You tell yourself, she won't do it, she doesn't have the guts, she's just trying to teach me a lesson. But you are so wrong, honey. I sentence you to death for turning my life into a soap opera cliche, for stepping on my dreams, for not giving a shit about me all those years, and for lying to me and betraying me and humiliating me. I'm making an example out of you for all the assholes out there who think they can keep on fucking us over and over. Goodbye, my love. So, how was it?
Very nice, very nice.
You think I might stand a chance?
Someone will get in touch with you and let you know.
She wasn't too bad, huh?
Doesn't matter, she's too tall for the part. Next!
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Check. You can pass.
Hey, take it easy, you're gonna knock me over. So this is your big day, huh?
Am I grown up now?
10 years old, that's not exactly grown up, but you're getting there.
So, could you just give me the name for the camera?
My name is Pascal Langdale.
What is the text that was given to you?
I have Norman, Jaden, and Ethan as well. Sean may be dead in a few hours. He wants to test me. He wants to punish me for Jason's death. I'm the one who should have died. I wanted to save him. I would have done anything to give my life for his, but I couldn't. Not a day goes by that I don't see his face. Now, Sean has got nothing to do with that, nor do any of the other children. This has to stop.
You've got to hand yourself into the police.
Look, if I hand myself into the police, I lose all chances of finding Sean. They'll question me, but I won't be able to tell them anything because I don't know anything. I don't know what happened.
Ethan, you may have killed those children. You don't know what you're capable of. You must hand yourself in.
I have to save Sean at all costs. He may be a prisoner somewhere, and I'm the only one who knows where. If I have to face up to all these trials to prove to myself that I love my son, then I'll do it.
Ethan, it's crazy. You have to hand yourself in.
I'll hand myself into the police when I have found Sean. Now, don't... Promise me, you won't inform on me until I have found my son.
Recent report indicates that the police are now treating this as another kidnapping. Obviously,
Hello there,
time is running
sweetheart.
out fast for the
What can I do
investigators
for
trying
you?
to find the child.
I'd like a
I'm
room.
Michael Nettie for ICN.
For you? Anything.
That's for sure.
I'm 25. I've been modelling for 5 years. I didn't mean to get into modelling at all. I was scouted on the street. I was shopping with my mum. The last time I saw him, he was watching a convoy of trucks going by. I was about 50 yards away, and he suddenly turned and looked at me, locked on my eyes, and I didn't realise what was happening straight away. I heard cries from behind me, everyone started running in slow motion. I just remained motionless, locked on his gaze. I hadn't noticed the detonator in his hand.
Your vast experience hasn't prevented 8 victims from being murdered. Fucking asshole! Blake, if you've got a better plan, I'm willing to listen. Don't be shy. I'm all ears.
Yeah, Leon Ockenden.
Can you tell me a little bit what you've done recently?
The last thing I did a thing called Richard the Lionheart for the BBC.
Court, I confessed.
You beat him all night to make him talk! He would have confessed to Kennedy's assassination if you asked him! Your confession is a heap of shit! Corder is not the origami killer. He's a sick child killer, but he has nothing to do with the disappearance of Sean Mars. We have lost time for nothing. And all this time it continues to rain. According to the weather forecast, we've got less than 12 hours before we reach 7 inches of rainfall. And we haven't the remotest idea where Sean Mars is.
Excellent.
I bought 10 minutes of your time, didn't I? All I ask is that you use that time to answer some questions.
So, this is where you work?
Disappointed?
No, it's just very different from what I imagined. How do you become a private eye?
Well, I was a cop for 20 years, and one fine day my wife decided to run off with, so You should see all the faces of the husbands when they first discover that I know that they have a mistress. It's like a little kid, their hand caught in a cookie jar. You know, I could have tripled my salary. You know, if I accepted everything they promised me, just to keep quiet.
In an experience like Heavy Rain, I believe the music plays a very, very important role, and we know that, but we rediscover that at each game. And actually, we believe that music is probably about 50%, if not more, of the impact of the images. Biggest challenge with music in a title like Heavy Rain is the non-linear nature of the piece. So many actors told us that it was like the work of 3 to 4 movies, and regarding the music, it's exactly the same. It's as much work as 3 to 4 movies because of the non-linearity of the game. So at the same time, you got big volumes to record, but at the same time, you want to keep the same intention, the same intensity, and the same emotion in every single track in the game. So that's what the focus has been so far, and I'm really pleased with the result.
It was a bit, bit difficult at the beginning, but at the same time easy because I knew David before, so I know what he likes and what he doesn't like. So for me, it's a good start. When you already have, a relationship with a director, you save time. Not to build something that is not there. Everything is there. All the picture, all the details, all the faces, the emotion, the reaction of everybody. So you just have to work as a movie, to be there, just to maybe put a bit more focus about what you should expect on that scene or something like that. But I think in the music it's something, because for somebody sad it's something, for somebody else sad it's another thing. So it's very difficult that I would say, as Stravinsky said, that it's not really it's not you that you will express something by the music. It's the music itself that will express something.
In a process like Heavy Rain, there are some milestone moments, and definitely being here at the Bay Road is one of them. So when I wrote the script, I certainly had notes and soundtracks in my mind, which most of the time is not what you listen to at the end, what you get, but it's definitely better what I hear here today. with a real orchestra, and I think that it makes a huge difference to have real musicians and a real orchestra and real composer behind this game.